Most British men have never been in a fight, true or false?
In 1946, the answer would definitely be yes. No, the biggest fight in history. We were in a fight recently. Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
Fucking really kicked off, actually. After about 6 years, there was this load of Germans. They come at us.
Have you boys been in fights?
Yeah, me and David.
We had a fight earlier.
Yeah, we go tear it up, though, me and David, at football. David's mad Millwall fan. You can see him. They call the king of the terraces, aren't they? Leeds a big firm. I'm the black knuckle.
I don't even have the vocabulary to join in with this fantasy.
Whenever there's a fight on, like a football match, the commentator always goes, "Nobody wants to see this in the modern game." And I always think, no, I do. I think it's brilliant.
Most British men have never been in a fight, true or false? What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with true, then.
You're going with true, OK. What are you going to go with?
It'd be nice if it was true, so let's go true.
The answer is false. Most British men have been in a fight, 67% of them. I was in a lot of fights at school. Well, not a lot. One, and it wasn't a fight, it was a debating society, and I wasn't in it, I was watching, but still, don't mess. Let's have a look at a shot of him.
Look, that's...
Yeah, if you saw that in the street, you would call the police, wouldn't you?
I would actually pay him to keep still. That's how bad it is.
This is what I was hoping he was building up to, that in the last round he would defiantly stand still and win out of popularity alone. That's the way he was heading, because essentially it's proved one thing, that this country doesn't give a shit about dancing. We'd rather vote for a very well-respected political commentator, which is what he is. A good political commentator. He can't move at all. Better if he stays still. That's terrible dancing. But he's a great guy. We prefer him as a concept to all this f***ing dancing.
He's doing a farewell dance.
He's doing a farewell
A
dance.
farewell waltz?
The hacker.
Farewell.
I think you should do the hacker. To the judges.
They've been so rude, all those dance judges, to Jon. They asked him on the thing. They know he's in his 60s and a bit portly. And how surprised are they? Every week, your dancing wasn't brilliant, you political commentator in your 60s. I was on Len Goodman. He was one of the judges. He's been rude to him. I've been on a comedy panel show with him. I didn't say, "You're not very f***ing funny, are you?"
I'll watch him doing the work and we'll see how well he's doing. We'll have him back in a couple of months to check up on the exercises. Ken, you may stop now. Thank you very much.
I'll be back in 2 months.
Right, thanks.
The story behind that was I was fighting a by-election and you couldn't get any TV coverage, so that's the only thing I could get on to do. And as soon as I'd been on, the Lib Dem candidate demanded to come on and exercise the following day.
The Lib Dem candidate saw that and said, "That's gold dust. That is votes right there."
40% of people think politicians are sexy.
And Widdicombe's quite sexy, if you like a sort of choir boy with the bends look. Choir boy, she looks like she's been 30 metres under the sea and just shot right to the top.
You don't get much of an idea that politicians have any power anymore, though.
No.
All they
Well, don't have a go at him. He got voted out.
I voted for Ken, and if I'd got my way, Ken would be mayor of London and Boris Johnson would be here. And, you know, Boris Johnson's f***ing funny.
I'd say that Gordon Brown has a certain je ne sais quoi, if that's French for oily skin and one eye. What are you doing at the moment? What's your next thing?
I wander around the world talking about congestion charging, climate change, and solid waste management, and which are the best fought type of bacteria to digest human sewage and things like that, you know.
Is it Yakult?
Bifidus digestivum, Bifidus actiregularis, that sounds like real science. L. casei immunitas, the only bacterium with an initial.
Didn't you, Didn't you study at Laboratoire Garnier?
I'm one of their top scienticians.
Yes. I love those adverts as well, the tube and the circle. Those are the two main bits.
You know, well, a new bacteria, bifidus feelbetterium. Spendius hard-earned monerium on bit of crappius.
Worst thing about London?
Crime,
Crime?
dirt,
Dirt.
squalor on the streets.
All part of your pledges. I can't believe you didn't get in.
Buskers, those buskers, and you're like, oh, I don't need this iPod now. Now you're playing all my favourite songs in the wrong key on a penny whistle.
Is it people who you're walking behind them and they suddenly stop?
Is it the people you're walking along and you suddenly have an idea and stop and some arsehole walks into the back of you?
It does happen on public transport. That's a clever.
Is it that they're too overcrowded?
That's the right answer. London is at its worst in summer on crowded tube trains, girls in tiny dresses, the sweat pouring down their shoulder blades. It's too hot for bras. Bras are right out of the question. What are we talking about? The nation's favourite treat.
Coronation.
Treat.
Oh, treats. There you go.
Oh, everyone knows what it is. It's drop kicking a hedgehog, isn't it? You put the special gloves on, put the special boots. You go, it's been a couple of months, I deserve another one. you nudge him around a bit with your foot so he curls up into an ice ball. You pick him up, you choose a neighbour's garden about 4 down. You're saying, you're going on holiday. Beautiful.
Is it when you're having a barbecue and you've run out of burgers and then, as if by magic, a hedgehog lands and starts cooking? I mean, we know what it is. It's alcohol. That's what it is. If it's not alcohol, the people have lied in the survey.
No, it's something to
People
do
have
with...
gone, oh, it's like a walk in the country, rather than... That's something I like. I think spending time with my family. Is this the bit where we get to endorse products? No. Because there's a whiskey I've been enjoying recently.
Most annoying habit.
I got loads of these. People who breathe through their nose when they've got a cold and they've got a little snot flap.
Oh, that is bad. That's bad.
Clicking open and closed. How can you not hear that? People next door can hear that thing.
Yeah.
People who laugh at texts and then don't tell you. Oh, who was that? Don't matter. Yeah. And then people who, when you're in a bit of a bad mood, keep asking you what's wrong. There's nothing wrong. Seriously, what's wrong? There's nothing wrong. I'm just in a bad mood. What's wrong? It's you now. Just get out of my face. I find it very difficult to see the serious side of any story in which someone gets tasered. If I had the ability to taser... If you knew you could taser people and you're supposed to give a warning, you wouldn't give a proper warning, would you? If you do not desist, I will. If you say what? What?
John Steen, you ought to go first. What's the most annoying thing about modern life?
It's hard for me to be specific because I pretty much hate everything. And I think I would have hated everything whatever era I was in.
Wow. Apart from cardigans.
Love a cardigan.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a cardigan? You guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I
You'll
don't
regret-
own a cardigan.
You don't own a cardigan?
My nan's got loads.
Maybe I'll take her number.
Top thing British people lie about.
I think most people lie about any sentence that starts, I know a lovely place. Like when you go for dinner or to a pub and they go, oh, I know a great little place. And it's miles away and it's shit. How was that your anecdote? I know a great place and it stinks and the food's crap. So now I hate the place and you for liking it.
I do drive a car, mate. I drive a Polo 1.2. It's blue.
And you've got a rhyme
Take
as well.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
I drive a Ford Fiesta. It's Spanish for party.
I feel completely left out.
Do you drive?
I've never passed my driving test.
Oh.
I took it once and failed it so appallingly badly, I said I'm never, ever going to drive again, and I haven't.
I respect you for that. I think if you fail your test 3 times, you should be banned for at least 10 years. People think they have a right to drive, and they're like, well, I'll get there in the end. Well, you're clearly shit at this. You have to be told to stop now. Like, I failed 6 times, but then I passed on the 7th. Well, you're probably still shit.
Example, we're going to call you Elliot or example?
Call me by my real name just for this show.
OK, example.
Elliot.
Well, I watched X Factor this week, and it was very exciting because Cecil was off sick, so Nadia had to step in. Neville was in the bottom 2 because Phyllis said his song choice was all wrong. Anyway, he got saved and Humphrey's gone out. And I might have got the names wrong, but frankly, who gives a shit? Because they're all rubbish, though. They're so... The Misha girls, all right. Sammy, who went out, she said, oh, I'm still going to sing for the rest of my life. I bet you are. Do-do-do-do-do.
John, what do you think? Most people think children today are given too much praise. What do you think?
I'm with Louise. I don't really know what to think about what's happened in the last 5 minutes. Well, the thing is, if you praise someone, then they'll think that that's what they should carry on doing. Whereas if you don't praise them, they'll want to do more. So I'm all for saying to kids, that is shit.
See, okay. I feel out of place here because I've got a kid and I'm a loving father.
Do you praise your kid?
All the time.
How old is it?
Oh, he's 1.5 years. He hasn't got a clue what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's the one time when you can slag it off and it's just fun because it can't understand, so you go, oh, you're shit everything, aren't you?
I did, recently, I took him swimming and a kid that was only about 5 splashed him and he was only 5, but I lost my temper and went, you dick.
Surely everyone's talking about the Liberal Democrat conference.
Try and stop me. Yay! Birmingham for a week with Lib Dems? Come on!
They've really been rumbled now, haven't they? Like, last year they were the cool party, and now you look at them and they all just look a bit weird. Like, any Liberal Democrat, like Sarah Tether and Danny Alexander, they just look like, if you asked them if they wanted a drink, they'd say, oh, I don't like drink, I just never like the taste. Oh, sod off.
bloody Crocodile Dundee on the plane over here. Bloody racist, that, I think.
I would go as far as to say you should stop using any other voice.
Unfortunately, your shed's been broken into. Stuff like that.
That's not actually a dream, is it?
That gives you a terrifying glimpse into Joe's life, Dad. He's gone, my dream of my shed not being broken into.
Yeah, Joe's dream is to have an unbroken into shed.
Four times.
Yeah. Really?
Breaks your heart. I have to keep me spade in the hallway.
I imagine that for a man with your facial appearance, having a spade in the hallway doesn't frighten guests at all.
Most useful thing your parents teach you?
Cooking, cleaning, sewing. That's what I learned from my dad. My mum taught me how to make jokes based on stereotypical perceptions of gender.
That is good, though, isn't it? OK, Johnston, what's the other most important moment in life?
People do babies, don't they?
You made it sound like litter.
I'm just going to do all the things I do now, but not get the taken out of me for them. Right? I'm going to tuck things in, I'm going to pull my trousers up, I'm going to buy slippers. I bought a pair of slippers last week, and, you know, at my age, you have to make an ironic, just wacky, just, you know, it's just a joke, really. Just, I want to wear slippers in my house. Really soft on the inside, and sliding into a slipper.
Sorry, you mean a sliding into a slipper noise? That should be a lady.
What are you putting in the slipper?
If you've got the right slipper, you don't need a woman. That's what I'm going to say. I'll tell you my bugbear with the musics, right, that they do.
Stop calling it the musics, because you're even making unhip people feel uncomfortable.
Fine. Enjoy your musics, do all that, but don't screw with grammar as well. Like, rock roll was the first time it was accepted, like, well, we can't say and. We can't say rock and. So now it's rock and now it's spread to fish and the chips. There's a reason it's not Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, because there's nothing wrong with saying rock and roll just to make yourself sound cooler, just because rock sounds cool, but I'm not having it. My mum taught me that there's only one lake in the Lake District.
Wow. Your mum sounds like a bundle of love.
I know which lake it is. Bassenthwaite.
It's Bassenthwaite Lake.
Yeah.
What about Windermere?
We're actually brothers.
Windermere's a mere.
We're brothers. We share a mother.
Sorry, what's a mere?
A mere, it's not a lake, but it's a different type of water. It's a mere.
It's a different type of water. A smaller version of a sea with no salt in it. It's a lake, mate. Where's your mum? Get her here now.
I don't like the way you said that. Poor up. She's watching this. Yeah. I apologise for what they've said about you, and I enjoy my lake fact, and I use it at parties.
And I've been to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You haven't got a star on the Walk of Fame, have you? The Pussycat Dolls haven't got a Walk of Fame star. Because I walked along, sort of checking out all the names, and like Rin Tin Tin's got one, and Lassie, and Godzilla. Like, who are they going to get next? The Lurpak bloke with the trombone? I mean, it's just... it seems like anyone can have a star on the Walk of Fame.
The problem with Hollywood is it's too cool and it just makes your real life look shit. Like, once in my life, I would like to be able to do a speech like he does in Gladiator, where he turns around and does all that. But you can't. Member of the AA, owner of a knackered microwave, and I will have my pudding.
John, what do you lie about?
Everything, constantly. I lie about people's names. Like, if the first thing you had to do when you saw someone was say their name, people who've known me for years would find out that, actually, I don't really care who they are. I don't think anyone really knows anyone's name.
Do you know what? I'll call everyone, yeah? If I don't know someone's name, for some reason I'll call them Ashley.
That's good. That's good, because a lot of us have been just calling them mate or pal or all right, fella.
For some reason...
But Ashley's much better, because if it is Ashley, quid's in.
That looked like the sort of thing that would be on a Dispatches documentary. Followed by, Ethel didn't want to be in a home.
They have closed down that choir.
Like, at the moment, there's shirtless men standing outside shops, sort of intimidating me. It's an American thing, isn't it? Where
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, Abercrombie and Fitch. It's a bit like saying, look, you'll never look like this. Cover yourself up, mate.
John, do you shop ever?
No, I just have to wait until someone my size dies.
Best way to patronise someone?
Is it to ask them if they know what patronize means?
I always find the words, hey guys, do the trick. Especially on a note. You're leaving a note out, just want to, hey guys. I think it's best we wash our own mugs after...
That is a note that you've written.
That's exactly it. It's a note I've written several times because people never learn. Tried physical violence and they move out. You see anyone moving around with 4 little dots on their head, they've had what I call the fork lesson.
I'll give you a clue. It suggests they're stupid.
Talk slowly to them.
Talk slowly is second. It implies you know more than they do.
I know more than you.
No, it's much more on the nose rude.
Okay. Go f*** yourself, a-hole.
Yeah. I will tell you. The best way to patronise someone is to say, you wouldn't understand.
Ah, OK.
When you patronise someone, you talk down to them nicely, whereas condescension can be quite rude. You got that, f***wits?
Deliberately boycott any product that they advertise by making something that doesn't talk. Because there's enough stress looking after people I care about without having to feel like I was rude to my breakfast. Hi, I'm full of friendly... You're a yoghurt. You are a yoghurt. Don't talk to me. And then by the time you've said that, you've already lost. Another guy in a cardigan shouting at a yoghurt in your kitchen.
OK, John's team, what do you think the nation should be talking about this week?
The Eurozone bailout?
The Eurozone bailout has been in the news a lot.
Yeah, I've been trying to sort of simplify it in my head, and the way I've worked it out is the cold countries are bailing out the hot countries. That's basically it.
That's exactly it. Has no one made that point before?
I feel sorry for Greece now. There must be a Greek finance minister whose job now must just... He's just given up.
Flippers.
Surely. He's just adding up. It'd be like when a relationship is clearly going to end and you know you're going to get dumped, so you just spend all your time doing things to prepare for being on your own. Like, if you said to the Greek finance minister, what's your sort of average day now? He'd go, well, I have a tub of Cardigans for breakfast. But you spend the rest of the morning watching YouTube videos of cats and dogs sleeping on each other. Send an email at lunchtime, is it fixed? No, and then just cry and sleep.
I just think about that nobody but you ever prepares for being alone. You've been preparing for a long time.
Yeah, I've been preparing for it my whole damn life.
Is anyone ever rude to you, Stacey? I can't imagine they would be.
There was this one person who just... Oh, no, it doesn't happen often. But there was just one random girl come up to him and went, I've heard you're not very nice, huh? And I was like, oh, thanks. Shoot me down. Spit on my kids, why don't you?
Someone comes up to you and says, I've heard you're not very nice. That's just your chance to go, no, I'm not. Go f*** yourself.
I think eating. I think my gran was a big eater, just never store and not eating. You know, they love listing who's dead.
Oh, that's their best thing ever,
that's like their favourite thing. All excited that Janet's dead, and they've outlasted Janet.
People you don't know.
Yeah. Do you know Elsie? You know her mum?
Whoa, 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 whoa. OK,
not Elsie.
My nan's called Elsie.
No, Elsie's all right.
I can't believe they found you first.
I've got some really terrible news. Ollie is your new granddad.
Your first reaction when you found out I was your grandson was to give me a pervy wink.
Top way to boost your self-confidence. Go on.
I had a joint birthday party with someone with less friends than me. I've never felt so high in my life.
John, how did you feel about that? Most people think being a bad dancer is more embarrassing than being bad at sport. True or false? What do you think?
I think it's probably true.
You think it's true? OK. What do you think, John?
Well, there's no such thing as dance, is there, really?
What, sorry?
It's just arrogant walking, isn't it?
I challenge you!
You know what I mean? I'll stick on some music, go over there, give him what for. Yeah, show him. So you said true. John, what do you think, true or false?
Well, I'm going to have to say false, because there's no such thing as dance.
He's learnt nothing this evening.
Yeah. Well, whoopee shit.